Hey friends, returned from a mission outreach to Central Asia. Thanks for your prayers and partnership. It was truly a remarkable time. Spent Sunday morning and evening giving feedback with some videos of the Grace and Glory conference, which was just a blowout meeting, fire tunnel of glory, and it really was an exceptional time. Such a privilege to go and preach this wonderful message of the unconditional love of God. And the new covenant is just being received all over the world. That righteousness is not something we did for him, but what he did for us. And it's a righteousness that we cannot lose. For many, this is a new message, and it takes a while to preach through, teach the covenants, teach through the types and shadows out of the old covenant. But when people see it, the same response, just eyes burst into light. So thanks for your prayers and encouragement and ongoing support here at the church. I believe the services went well. Thanks for those who were involved in leading the meetings and preaching and all the rest. My highlights on Sunday were really about the privilege of preaching at the Grace and Glory, but also seeing the transformation of the city in Kazakhstan. We were there 10 years ago, and the transformation that can take place from rolling out blackouts, high unemployment, roads that are just messed up with potholes, and seeing the transformation in 10 years because of a good government. They don't claim to be a Christian government, but they've put the right people in the right places. And we spent some time just praying for the upcoming elections for next year. We spent some time praying that God's people will emerge, and they're there. The righteous will lead the land. And it's not about which party, it's about those who want to bring transformation. And they're there, they're in all the parties. They've got to find each other. They need good leadership that's not puppet leadership and being manipulated because of their skeletons in the cupboard and all that trouble, drama. But we need a government who can turn this country around. And seeing what's happening in Kazakhstan has given me great hope that transformation is possible. Not overnight, but with the right leadership and a prayerful church preaching the gospel. And also to add to that, Hilton was with me. Hilton Hasty, he's preached at Highway a few times. He heard I was going over to one of the Soviet ex-USSR countries, and he has given his life for the 12 years to Belarus and the surrounding countries. So when he heard I was going to Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, he jumped on an aeroplane and joined us. And he was delightful to have him there. God will send partners in your life, people who will stand with you and support you and encourage you. And he is such an encouragement. But I also shared that we need to, as it were, pickpocket or stand on the testimonies of others. When others have had breakthrough in business and finance, we need to act as though that's our testimony. And I had such a story I told on Sunday about the lady who found her passport that was stolen somewhere out where she lives, and it turned up here at the church in the children's church playbox. Just an incredible testimony. That was the Sunday before I left, and I had my own story about a delayed visa, both for Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. And at one stage, it didn't look like I was going. I phoned my hosts in Kazakhstan, said, "What must I do? It's 3 days left, and they needed 10 full days to process it." And he said, "Let's just trust God together. We believe the Lord wants you here." So right up until literally the day of my flight, I had not had my Kyrgyzstan visa. And I just kept hanging on to that testimony of that lady who had her passport returned. And I kept saying, "Lord, if you can do it for her, you can do it for me." And I want to encourage you with that word now. When you hear testimonies, when you hear of what's happening in people's lives. Don't just hear it as their story and give them a little clap, but own it and put it in your belt and say, I'm going to stand on those testimonies. That's how we fight our battles. It's the blood of Jesus, which is the grace of the new covenant, which has perfected us for always, which enables us to come boldly to the Father. The blood of Jesus, like the old song says, has not lost its power. And then, of course, the word of our testimony. Stand strong. God bless. Hope to see you this coming Sunday. I'll be finishing up in the morning with the Galatians series we've done. And the evening service up at Sarepta. If you haven't come up for a visit, come visit us. Gaining traction. It's a good time of fellowship there. God bless you. Lots of love. Steve.